So, I have been thinking, right, and I've had a theory. A game theory. But seriously, I was thinking, right, next update, we're getting, like this random, it's not okay, I wouldn't say it's a random assortment of characters, right? We're getting Ayaka, who's in the event, we're getting Navia, who's in the event, but then we got Raiden and Yoimiya. I was going to say I forgot about Yoimiya, but I did a take before this where I did actually forget about her, and I felt really bad for the Yoimiya me, so of course I remembered her now. But I was thinking, right, what is the next update, you know? I know some people think, okay, it's a bit premature to think of the next update, but I like thinking of what characters could be in the update after this, because let's be honest here, free-to-plays, they need to be saving their primos, you know, like, they need to know what's coming soon. So I have made a theory as to what the next free banners are after this update. So, yeah, you know, we're going to be talking about that today and why I believe that. So, if you guys enjoyed this kind of content and you want to support me, feel free to sub. I'm negative 16 subscribers for the month, and I'm trying to get that back to 0 so I can finally have a month where I actually don't lose any subscribers total. So if you want to support that, please feel free to sub. But let's get into it. So, I've made this chart in MS Paint.
World be saved.
So I've made this chart in MS Paint. Now, I know it doesn't look very, very good. I tried to cross out some of like the I've crossed out the standard characters and the 5 travelers, because I sold this off of I got this like list of characters off of Genshin GG. But underneath I've written down when every characters had their most recent banner. Now, I'm not gonna lie, first off, half of these patches I was not there for, so I had to look it up. Zhongxi mains, they were eating hard in 4.0. I mean, Zhongli and Xiao on the same banner, that is mental. Now, to be honest, there are some characters that have not been around for a while, like Eula, for example, right? There are underliers to this. Like, Eula did not come out until 3.8, after she disappeared in 1.5. Like, sometimes Hoyoverse, they have been known to just leave characters and they just don't come out for ages. I mean, look at Albedo over there. Albedo's not been around since 3.1, and Ito's not been around since 3.3. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's because Hoyoverse hates Geo, but I don't know where I'd be getting that one from, because, you know, it's not because we've not had a Geo character in about a year and a bit, and Navia's the newest Geo character. But apart from that, I mean, characters that have not been around, you know, after the 2 Geo characters, which Hoyoverse hates because they're Geo, Xiao, you know, Xiao's for Face the Earth, Shenhe's not been out for a while, and then we get to 3.6 to be like Ganyu, Nahida, and Nilo, right? Is that how you pronounce her name? Probably. Now, realistically, right, we're going to be looking at, like, these kind of patches, and, of course, the main thing I like to look at is the events. Now, there are absolutely no events going on right now, because we're at the end of a patch, but every year or so we get a festival. Now, mathematically, when I've worked this out, so this new patch starts next week, and we're getting an event all the way up in Fontaine. Now, that patch is going to run until February. Now, what happens in February every year, you might ask? Well, every year in February, we get the Lantern Rite event in Leeway, and then right after the Lantern Rite and Leeway, we're gonna get the Mondstadt like wine festival, Windbloom. That's what it's called. We get the Windbloom festival in Mondstadt, and then I'm pretty sure at some point after that we had the Inazuma festival, but I don't remember. I stopped playing around at this point, so I think that's what happens. But that being said, the Lantern Rite is probably, and I'm gonna say 99%. I'm 99% certain we're gonna get the Lantern Rite right after the this next patch. So it would also make sense for there to be Leeway characters involved in the Lantern Rite, and there'll probably be banners on them because they'll be in the event. Now, you might be thinking, Fred, there's a 4th banner. Now, I'm just saying, you know, they normally, right, however, right, think of it, they've never released a patch for Genshin without releasing a new character. So they're probably gonna release a new character in 3.4. No, it's not 3.4. 3.4 was soon. No, it'll be 4.4. I'm getting lost track of these numbers. So they're probably gonna release a new character in 4.4, which they will probably announce in about a few days after making this video, and then on the banners, right, we're gonna probably get a Ganyu, let's be honest, because Ganyu, she's my wife, and there is no bias whatsoever on why I think we're getting a Ganyu at all. I can see you typing in the comments. And then we're probably gonna get a Shenhe, because Shenhe's not been around for about 5 years, and to be honest, I remember, pretty sure Shenhe like had like a story quest with the Lantern Rite at one point. Yeah, she knows that was her story quest, yeah, and that was pretty cool. So I feel like she's gonna come back because like she was kind of tied to the Lantern Rite that 1 year, and she's not been around for a while. And then Xiao, I don't have a Xiao, so here's a Scaramouche. They're both angry all the time, so basically the same. It's basically the same thing, but yeah, I feel like we're gonna get a Xiao because he's not been around, and also Xiao is also heavily related to the Lantern Rite because he was in the first and I think second event for a little bit as well. So that is like my reasoning. And then obviously the fourth character, don't have him. So here's a Farina. There'll probably be a new character that comes out as well for anyone who doesn't like have the thing, or it could be a new 4-star. Like I could be capping. It could just be a completely new 4-star, but the last time they released a patch with only a new 4-star was like 1.4 or something like that when they released Rosaria. So, but yeah, I mean, as well as that, I would say like they're very, very easy characters to build as well. Ganyu, you just build attack, and then you put on a Wanderer Troop set, or you can put on one of the newer sets maybe. Shenhe, you just build attack, and I felt like they would put these together because one, they're my babies, and two, they work really well with each other because Shenhe is a cryo buffer and is very, very good with Ganyu, or a Shongyun if you're so inclined. And then Xiao, I don't have a Xiao, but you just put an Ice Spear on him and he does damage. Apparently Xiao's not as good as anymore, but you know, that's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay, you know? But anyways, let me know down below, right, because on what your thoughts are, because I'd be quite happy to either get a new 5-star or something in the Lantern Rite Festival, and maybe I might even go for Constellations. I mean, is Ganyu's Constellations any good? That's okay, actually. Is that any good? That's alright, actually. You know, or maybe I'll go for like a Xiao or something, you know? But let me know down below. Like, are you guys like excited for the Lantern Rite this year? Or not? I mean, how many years have they done the Lantern Rite? I mean, I might have missed the third one. No, I probably did because it was that was that the Stove God one this year? I don't remember. Oh my god, maybe I did forget about it. But yeah, let me know. Anyways, I hope you're all having a lovely day, and I hope you got. You know, I hope to see you again in another video really soon. Please don't forget to like and subscribe so I can feed my family. I'll see you all in another video really soon.